This summer solstice brings the launch of Synchronicity University. So excited about finally presenting you guys with a free, online, fully accessible database of astrology classes. You can watch lessons right now at synchronicityuniversity.com and of course my YouTube channel, nadiyashah.com. Hello, fabulous Leo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of August 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, smack dab in the middle of the month, there is a new moon happening in your sign. Now, normally you get one new moon per year, and this is it. This is your moment, and this is your bright new beginning. Now, what really makes this beginning especially bright and especially refreshing and effervescent and especially surprisingly just what it is that you needed to finally feel like things are going not only your way, but things are going in the way that really speaks to who it is you really are, what it is that really matters to you, and what it is that you're really hoping to build, is because this particular new moon is speaking in supreme harmony with Uranus and taking place with Venus, hand in hand with Venus. Now, I'll talk more about Venus, goddess of love, in the love-focused horoscope, because that is going to be an important part of this month. But where it comes to a general forecast, this really comes down to you getting clear on what you really want to do. You getting clear on who you really are and rooting your actions in that place. What is it that you truly want to begin again? Now, not every person out there, right? We all sort of have different motivations. Some people are a little bit more out there, a little bit more risk takers, a little bit more intent on being themselves, and a little bit more rebellious than some others might be. And some people like to go for security. Some people might go either way depending on the situation. Well, regardless of, and depending on your unique birth chart, regardless of how much of a, whether it's traditionalist, whether it's a security-based person, regardless of how much you like predictability, thanks to this new moon, there is going to be a rebellious streak that actually ends up being tremendously rewarding that takes place in the middle of the month. So what I love about this particular month for you is that you're really getting in touch with who you are and what you really want to do. There's something happening here on a level of heart, also on a level of identity, where who you know yourself to be is going through a change. And there seems to be a clarity happening with you. One of the larger lessons that's been taking place over the course of this decade has to do with Uranus moving through a part of the sky for you that has to do with vision. It has to do with allowing yourself to be seen, acknowledging what is special within you, what it is ultimately that you have to teach and preach, and also recognizing that ultimately life is a big adventure and that it is something you want to participate in. Understanding that ultimately you may want to manifest some big things over the course of your life, but what you do to put into place most is going to allow you to manifest further down the road. Now, with the new moon in your sign activating this placement of Uranus, it suggests to me that you are understanding on a deep personal level and you are integrating some of these lessons halfway through. As Uranus has been moving through this part of the sky, you are integrating some of these lessons into a deep part of your understanding of who you are. Now that's big. Think about that statement, I am, right? It's been contemplated, it's been said. Spiritual traditions throughout, as far back as we know, have looked at this articulation of I am and the profound spiritual implications of that statement, I am. Well, this is a way for you to not only get clear, but also to change what the answer has been for you. To change that I am, that understanding of who you are, and really grounding it in a new sense, in a sense of possibility, and in a sense of somebody who is willing to change, who is willing to grow, and is willing to step more into who you are. And as it said, who you've been created to be, and moving slowly, steadily, with gratitude away from necessarily who you've been conditioned to be if it's no longer working for you. Now, this can take bravery, it can take some guts, but it looks like there's an easy grasp that you have right now, and there's an easy understanding that you have. Life is going to ask you to make a change. For some of you, this is going to be a big change. New ideas, new possibilities, and as I said, adventure. Adventure is calling you, and it is rooted in a new understanding of that proverbial I am. Who are you? Are you a person who takes up the adventures that call you? Are you a person who listens to the universe and says, yeah, okay, I'm going to go where I'm prompted to go and stay rooted in a sense of self? Well, I think a lot of Leos out there, regardless of how you've answered before, are going to start to say yes. Yes in a passionate way, yes in a clear way as well. As I said, this new moon is happening with Venus, hand in hand with Venus. So it looks like there's luck, there's blessings, and there's something just downright charming taking place right now. Listen to your life. It is asking you to begin again in at least one key area and take up the call. I think that you will find that not only will it invigorate your life with fresh energy, but given 6 months' time, when we have a full moon in your sign, 6 months down the road, it is what you put into place today that will manifest amazing things at that time in a way that will fill your heart with gratitude, with joy, and appreciation that the processes of life ultimately are leading you to a really good place.